So starting with question 19 now. Robert expects to receive an annual payment of rupees 2,50,000 from an inheritance fund at the beginning of the year for 8 years. What is the current worth of this fund, assuming the fund is invested, earning an annual rate of 8.25%, and the first payment will only be made 5 years from now? Now there is a lot of data, so let's just first try and make a timeline. So question 19. Robert expects to receive an annual payment of 2,50,000. Annual payment means every year you will receive the same amount of money. That means this is my PMT. From an inheritance fund. That means Robert is getting an inheritance fund, meaning from his, let's say for example, parents or grandparents, he's going to get an inheritance fund. Okay. For example, let's say in case of my demise, whatever money I leave for my family, my kids or my grandkids, for them, the money that I've left for them will be inheritance fund. So such inheritance fund is what Robert has, from which 2,50,000 will be withdrawn every year, beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year for 8 years. Now, what is the current worth of this fund? What we need to calculate is what is the current worth of this fund, that is, what is the present value. So present value is what we will calculate. 2,50,000 will be withdrawn each year. Okay, further. What is the current worth of this fund? Assuming the fund is invested, earning a rate of 8.25%. So the return is 8.25 throughout. And the first payment will only be made 5 years from now. That means 0 to first 5 years, there is no PMT. No payment is made. When I say no payment means 0 to 5, PMT is 0. Here the PMT is 0. Since in this period there is no withdrawal. The withdrawal starts after 5 years from today. So PMT of 2,50,000 will only be after 5 years from today. But till what time? That's the hidden adjustment. Check. That 8 years is what this inheritance fund is to be received. So will it be 0 to 8 or will it be 5 plus 8? So if I say 0 to 8, that means my timeline can be of 8 years, or 2,50,000 is to be withdrawn for 8 years. So should it be 5 plus 8, that is 13, the total timeline of 13 years, wherein 0 to 5 there is no withdrawal. Withdrawal starts from 5th year and goes on for 8 years more, that is till the 13th year. So ideally when they say that for 8 years there is the withdrawal, they do not mean that the timeline will be of 8 years. No. They mean that the timeline will be of 13 years. Out of which first 5 years there will be no withdrawal. Then 5 to 13, that is this 8-year period. This 8-year period, there will be withdrawal. Now what do we have to calculate? Present value. We have to calculate the PV. How do I calculate that? Think. Just try and think about it. Yes. Now, let me answer it to you. 13 to 5, or rather 5 to 13, there is a withdrawal of 2,50,000. There is a PMT. But here there is no PMT. That means I cannot take the entire 13-year period and calculate PV. I cannot do this, that I want to calculate PV. I have taken N as 13 and I took my PMT as 2,50,000. Future value of course is 0. I cannot do that. Why? Because this PMT is not for 13 years. It is only for 8 years. That is 5 to 13. So first I have to calculate that 5 to 13, if I want to withdraw 2,50,000 every year, what is the fund? What is the present value that I need at the 5th year? Remember the concept of discounting. When you have to calculate the PV, from future cash flows, you discount your cash flows. So we need to discount our cash flow at the 5th year first. Then whatever value we have at the 5th year, we'll discount that further at 0. Alright, let's do it. So set will be begin, as they have clearly mentioned that the withdrawal is happening at the beginning of the year. The period is 8 years because withdrawal is happening only for the 8 years. 8.25% is the interest rate. We need to calculate the PV. PMT is 2,50,000. Future value 0, P by y 1, C by y 1. We need to go to PV and click on the button solve. The answer that we will get is 15,40,537. 15,40,000. So that means at the 5th year I need 15,40,537. If I have that at the 5th year, I will be able to make my regular withdrawals of 2,50,000 each year for 8 years. But for that I need, at my 5th year I need 15,40,000. So in short, what did I do in my first step? In the first step, we solved this timeline, wherein every year 2,50,000 was withdrawn. And in this timeline, there is no withdrawal. So we first solved 5 to 13 because we wanted to calculate the PV. We cannot do 0 to 5 in the first step, right? Because the reason is, ignore this PV right now. 0 to 5, there was nothing at 5th year first. 0 to 5, there is no PMT also. Then on what basis will I calculate the PV? Nor do I have a future value, nor do I have a PMT in the first 5 years. So I cannot calculate the present value. To calculate the present value, I at least need a PV and FV, or at least need a PMT or an FV. Right? So now let's do the step 2. First step is done. 5 to 13 years we calculated the PV. Now what do we do is calculate PV at 0. Now look at this timeline. Let me just color it again. Now look at this timeline, 0 to 5. 0 to 5, there is no PMT. We need to calculate the PV. Today if we are at the 0, that means today if we are at 0, that is for the 5-year period where we have no withdrawals, we need to understand from 0 to 5, we don't want any withdrawal. We want to calculate a PV that is to be invested today. How much should I invest today so that after 5 years, I am able to withdraw 15,40,000. So this now becomes my future value if I am standing at 0 today. This becomes my future value. 15,40,000 becomes my future value. So if I am at 0 today and after 5 years, if I need 15,40,000, what is that I will have to invest today at 8.25%. So let's try and calculate on the calculator. Set will be begin, as they have clearly mentioned it. Period will be 5 years. The rate is 8.25%. We need to calculate the PV. There is no PMT in this tenure. The future value will be 15,40,000. So answer execute, or rather minus answer execute is what you need to do on your calculator. And you will see that on your calculator in the future value tab, when you do answer execute, when you press on the answer key and the execute key, it should be minus button, then answer button, and then execute button. That you have to press back to back when you are near future value. When you do that, right, when you do that, you will see 15,40,537 has been copied pasted. That's it. That's so easy for you, right? Now P by Y is 1, C by Y is 1. You need to go to the PV and click on the button solve. Once you do that, you get the answer as 10,36,413. So you get 10,36,413. That's your final answer. 10,36,413, the option B. So today, if you invest 10,36, for the first 5 years, the money will not withdraw anything. The money will just keep growing. At the 5th year, you will have accumulated 15,40,537. from which you will make regular withdrawals of 2,50,000 from 5 to 13 years. That's the conclusion of the timeline. So we need to invest 10,36,413. That's the bottom line. I hope the question 19 is absolutely clear. Now let's just find out how the method works in the Excel. It's quite easy because there is no semi-annual or quarterly or any such compounding pattern, right? The compounding and payment both are annual. So it's quite easy. So type 1, that is beginning. NPER is 8. 8.25 is the rate that has been given. We need to calculate the PV, so 0. PMT is 2,50,000 in the first 8 years. And we need to calculate the PV, so equal to PV, rate, NPER 8 years, PMT 2,50,000. And of course 2,50,000 is positive because you will be withdrawing it, future value 0, and beginning of the period. Close the bracket and enter. You get 15,40,000. The second step is 15,40,000 is what we've got at the 5th year. We need to calculate the PV at 0. So this 1540 becomes the FV. Now for 5 years, same interest rate 8.25 percentage. Don't forget to put that. So rather 8 years, 8.25 percentage. I'm sorry. 8 years, 8.25 percentage. We need to calculate the PV, so 0. In the first 5 years, there is no PMT. The future value is equal to minus, select this 15,40,000 and enter. So automatically you have a positive 15,40,000 at the 5th year. Equal to PV, select 8.25 rate, NPER is 8 years, PMT is 0, future value 1540 and beginning of the period. Close the bracket and enter. So here you get, here the period is, type is 1 and the period is 5 years. Right? Instead of 5, I by mistake have put 8, it's 5 years. So 10,36,000 is the present value. And that's it with question 19. I hope that's clear to everyone. So NPER 5, 8.25 rate, we need to calculate the PV, future value is 15,40,000. No PMT in the first 5 years. You get 10,36,000 that is to be invested today. That's it. Let's go to the next question now. Question 20 is to be done as a homework. It's just for your practice. Let's do question 21. But before I start question 21, I want you all to pause it here. Try solving it on your own. And then resume and solve it further or check whether you all have done it right or not. Because 21 is similar to question 19. Okay? And this is the last question for the two-step sums right now. And after which, from the next video, we are going to start with the next concept. So let's try and solve question 19 or rather 21. 19 is already done. Do question 21 on your own. And now I'm going to do it for you. But I hope you all have already solved it, by yourself. And I'm sure you all will get the correct answer. Let's just cross check. For an investment product guaranteeing a fixed cash flow of rupees 4 lakh per annum for 20 years after 4 years from the date of investment, start of the year. What price should be fixed if the same can be invested in financial instruments which can yield 8.25% per annum for 4 years and 7.5% per annum for the remaining period of the product? Again, too much information. Let's draw a timeline. For an investment product guaranteeing a fixed cash flow, rupees 4 lakh per annum. Again, it's a cash flow 4 lakh per annum. That's my PMT. For how many years? 20 years after 4 years from the date of investment. The same thing, 0 to 4, no PMT. PMT is 0 over here. After 4 years, the payment starts and it is for 20 years. That means 4 plus 20, that is 24. So 4 to 24, that is for these 20 years. Every year there is the payment of rupees 4 lakh per annum. at the start of every year. That means beginning. What price should be fixed if the same can be invested in financial instrument which can yield 8.25% for the 4 years? 8.25% for the first 4 years and 7.5 for the remaining periods. 7.5% for the remaining period. Okay. We need to calculate what price should be fixed. That means what is the price that should be invested today, so that after 4 years there is some amount that is accumulated, and from that regularly there will be a withdrawal that will be done for the remaining years, that is 20 years. So we need to calculate the present value just like question 19. Just like question 19, we need to calculate the PV. First 5 years PMT was 0. First 4 years PMT is 0 in this question. And then there was the PMT regularly. Here it's the same thing. So what do? First we need to calculate the present value at the 4th year. 4 lakh is our PMT for 20 years at a rate of 7.5. Let's try and calculate in the calculator first. Set beginning. 20 years is the period. The rate is 7.5. Be very careful. 8.25 is for first 4 years. Then the rate is 7.5. So 7.5%. Present value calculate. PMT is 4 lakh every year. Future value is 0. P by Y1, C by Y1. You need to go to the PV and click on the button solve. When you do that, you get the answer as 43,83,631. So at the 4th year, you need 43,83,631. This is what you need at the 4th year. Now you need to discount it further to today. So you are saying that 43 lakh is required at the 4th year. How much should I invest at 0 at a rate of 8.25 where there is no withdrawal? After 4 years, I need 43,83,000. So what should I invest today? That's what I have to calculate. So again, set beginning. N per 4 years. These 4 years. Rate year changes to 8.25. Be very careful. 8.25. And always in your calculator, start from set. Do not just change things in between and solve it. No, you will miss out on something. Always start from set. Each and every step of each and every question. Okay, PV. What is the PV? We need to calculate it. PMT here is 0. Future value is answer execute, or rather minus answer execute. And that will give you 43,83,631. So on the future value, you need to write or type this minus sign and then click on the answer button and then execute button. And then you will be already getting this copied pasted as 43,83,000, which was your last solution. Now go to PV, P by Y1, C by Y1. Now go to PV and click on the button solve. The answer that you should get is 31,92,437. So the actual present value is 31,92,437. That means at 0 I should be investing 91 lakh, or rather 31,92,000 for 4 years at 8.25%. Then withdraw the 43 lakh that is accumulated, invest it at some other instrument at 7.5%. And from there withdraw 4 lakh every year for the remaining 20 years. You see the interest rate reduced here. Maybe because we are trying to go a little conservative now, because we want regular withdrawal. So we reduce the rate means we try and reduce our risk also. Okay. I hope question 21, the logic and solution of calculator is clear. Let's do it on the Excel sheet now. Same. First, we need to discount from 24 to 4. We need to calculate the present value. So type 1 because it is set beginning. 20 years we are going to withdraw at a rate of 7.5%. We will be withdrawing 4 lakhs every Here, future value is 0. We need to calculate the PV equal to PV. 7.5 is the rate. NPOR is 20 years. PMT is 0. Or rather, PMT is 4 lakh. Future value is 0. Set is beginning, that is 1. Or type is beginning, that is 1. You get 43 lakh 83,000 that you will be investing today at the fourth year. 43 lakh 83,000. From which every year 4 lakh will be withdrawn. You will invest this 43 at a rate of 7.5%. Now, moving on to the next step. Now, we need to calculate the PV as on today. Let's calculate the PV as on today. At the fourth year, you need 43 lakhs. So, how much you should invest today at 8.5% to 5% where there is no PMT? So, type 1. NPOR is 4 years. 8.25 is the rate. Put a percentage sign in Excel sheet always. You need to calculate the PV. Here there is no PMT in first 4 years and you just need to put equal to minus and select this 43 lakhs. 43 lakhs is my future value at the fourth year now. This is my future value and not my PV. Now this becomes my future value. So just mention there as FV. I need 43 lakhs at the fourth year. How much to be invested today? So we need to go to PV, put equal to PV. Rate 8.25, NPOR 4, PMT 0, future value 43 lakh 83,000 and the type will be beginning of the period. Close the bracket and enter. The answer that you get is exactly like your calculator, which is 31 lakh 92,000. So 31 lakh 92,000 is to be invested today. 92,437 to be precise. You invest this amount today at 8.25%. After 4 years, you will accumulate 43 lakh 83,000. From this, every year 4 lakh will be withdrawn for 20 years. That's the idea of the whole question. And I hope that is clear. Hi everyone. I'm sure you are enjoying the free course of Financial Math. Each video will teach you something new and important. Now, if these concepts genuinely interest you and you want to go deeper and build a career in personal finance, there's one qualification you should definitely explore, which is CFP. CFP stands for Certified Financial Planner. It's an internationally recognized qualification which is accepted in 27 countries globally. And what do you learn from that? Everything that actually matters in real life finance. Financial markets, investment planning, tax planning, insurance, estate, practical client handling skills. CFP will also open doors for you for various career opportunities for roles like financial planner, wealth manager, portfolio manager, financial analyst. And these opportunities are available in wealth management companies, banks, MNCs, AMCs. By the way, not only that, you can also become an entrepreneur, have your own financial planning boutique and practice in finance. If this sounds like the direction you want to move in, reach out on this contact and we'll help you understand whether CFP is the right fit for you. Thank you.